All right, I'm 2 stars in. I'm going to play a little Minotaur before I take this Henri game. I love playing Radar Minotaur. Yeah, DJ, I think I am going to reach out to you about that. We are Black Duke. We're actually starting to hone in late April, early May, I'm thinking. The one concern I have about that time frame is without knowing timing for King of the Sea in the spring, it gets a little weird, but we'll figure it out. But I've got my aunt and uncle that live in Stuttgart. We emailed them, and she's going to ping me back on the weekend to let me know if they have any particular weekends.
To Jurassic Park.
My initial thought process is we'll fly over and spend a week with them in southwest Germany, and we'll go down and we'll go to Garm, and we'll just explore that part of the country. And then we'll take a week on our own and run over to like Bavaria and Western Austria. And I know Ginger wants to see Bad Schule. I want to go to Berchtesgaden. We both want to go to Munich. It's probably too much to do in one trip, but we'll go and explore for a week and just have fun with it. The nice thing about Germany and just Central Europe in general is it's so easy to get around, right? I mean, you can rent a car if you want, but you don't have to. All right, Double Shimmer Tromp. I'm radar. The Austin is not. They have no radar. If I can get smoke... Yeah, Swervin, like, you see my point? Like Bavaria and Western Austria has so much that we both want to see and do, it's crazy. There's no way we can fit it into a week. We're going to really have to probably just write it all down on a list and then go, okay, these are the 7 things, whatever they are, that we're going to do this trip, and then do the rest later. Like, I want to, like, I have to go to Berchtesgaden, right? I feel like I have to do that in the Eagle's Nest. Swerving, GG, my friend. I couldn't believe I Citadel'd you with that first salvo. That was crazy. I was like, these guns only Citadel Hindenburg at 13 kilometers? What the hell? No, but I feel like I have to go to Berchtesgaden. I think Salzburg was a great choice. We looked at it once. Bad Schule, Ginger, is what? It's one of the summer palaces of the Habsburgs? And it's not far from Salzburg, right? And someday, probably not this trip, I want to go to Zell am See, right, which is in Western Austria. There's just a lot to like. There's a lot to like about that part of the world. Lots to see. Not to mention the fact that I'm a flatlander. I live on the coast. To go anywhere with mountains is a novelty, right? So anyways, yes. That's sort of our LOL tentative plan for... it's fine. But we haven't picked dates yet, so... Is it Black Duke? Okay, I'll reach out to you. If we actually get tickets booked and we're going, I will reach out to you. Trust me, it'll happen.
Set a smoke screen.
Perfect.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
What's thank you again?
Many
there we go.
thanks.
No, I was trying to remember the button for thank you in the game. All right, Hydro up. Oh, my holy lord. Look who we found, ladies and gentlemen. They're everywhere. The cockroaches are everywhere. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd say Red Armino has been a good choice for this game.
Torpedoes, direct front. Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Okay, I've got a nice gap now. All right. Oh, my Haru bought it. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, I feel a little bad, but honestly, I feel like that's not a terrible trade. Now, The Austin now knows that I'm here. Do you think I can cap from under his nose? I'm betting not. He's HE and SAP. If he had AP, I'd be a little nervous. But since he doesn't, let's see what I can do to this guy. Your SAP doesn't frighten me, son. Maybe it should, but with my fancy heal, it just doesn't. Yeah, I like this much better. I mean, his Hydro's gonna be up. I'm gonna need one of the battleships to take a shot at this guy, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Okay, I need to not engage this guy at close range. That needs to not be a thing. Oh, he took torpedoes. And that's why you fire him, ladies and gentlemen. His Hydro did end up being down. Well, Minotaur seems okay. Admiral, we're not big skiers. I've actually never learned to ski in my life. I was gonna say Ginger's knees probably couldn't do it. Mine could do it, but I'm a flatlander, right? I tried to learn to water ski as a teenager. That was a disaster, absolute disaster. So yeah, I don't think that'd be a thing. I mean, it's gorgeous. We got it. You say that, Barjar, but I'm sorry. Minotaur will always be the OG pew pew radar cruiser for me at this tier. I understand the logic, right? I understand the logic. But for me, this will always be the right thing. Not sure why our Shima didn't just cap. Like, you were right there. You could have. Oh, well, whatever. We'll go up and take care of it, since apparently nobody else will. What is this? What is this other Shima doing, like, in our spawn area? Why do we have 2 ships at B when the nearest ships are, like, 25 kilometers from them? That's crazy. Yeah, Swervin, that's kind of the thing. Every time I see I remember the first time I ever watched Band of Brothers. You know, they spend their, I guess, the end of the war. When the war ends, they're in Zell-am-See, right? They're in Western Austria, and I remember watching those sequences the first time I watched the series. I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. I was stunned at how gorgeous Austria was. I was like, wow, I have to go here. This is amazing. Yeah, this was a decent game. This is a decent game. The Harugumo and I, in fact, that guy gets a comp, right? He's basically the reason that we picked up. This Schlieffen's about to bite it. Yep. Burgonia's still running. That Harugumo, basically, his willingness to smoke, and then me popping that early radar and catching 3 ships before we knew any of them were there. The Shima on my left, on my port side, was dead to rights. That guy was screwed from the moment I pushed the button. The guy in front of me off my bow, the Harugumo basically had to clean him up because I was busy killing this guy, right? And it worked out. There we go. Ta-da! Minotaur, I should say. So good. So good in this format. All right, I'll take Adildrell's on regame. I'm not convinced it's going to be a good one just because I tend to struggle in Henri. But we'll see. Maybe good things will happen.